it will be like the next day. So other things that I'd like to quickly talk about is just like maybe some myths or things that you hear about being on tea. My feet and my hands have not grown. Some people's do, but it's like maybe half an inch at max that your feet might grow. Females generally, if you're under the age of 25, you still have the chance to grow. That's usually the cutoff point, I believe, is age 25 for your body to be like, okay, this is where I am and this is where I will stay. So I'm 27, almost 28. I'm a little past the 25 point, so I'm aware, I've been aware my whole life that I am not going to grow taller, and I'm sorry to anybody who thinks that tea is going to make them grow taller, but it won't happen. My feet, my hands, my height, no difference. My weight, I probably lost 20 pounds of fat and gained at least 15 to 20 pounds of muscle back, so that's awesome. My body shape has definitely changed. I'm getting that V shape more or less. I'm getting the start of abs. I don't have as much stomach fat anymore, which is fantastic. My ass is pretty much completely gone. I was told that I had a pretty nice ass, but my pants didn't fit right, and I didn't like that. Well, my pants fit great now, and I don't have to wear as big of a size either, so that's awesome. Um, my muscle definition definitely has changed. My back is more defined. I don't work out regularly. I do lift weights at home and do the odd thing at home, but I do not go to a gym. I do not like to work out in front of people, not even my girlfriend. I'm a very self-conscious person, so working out at a gym right now is not something that I am comfortable with doing, so I do what I feel like at home. Um, my arms are definitely more defined. I have a lot more muscle than I ever did. My legs are more defined. So pretty much what I've found is that with a little bit of working out, I've toned some muscle, and on top of that, with tea, it's made me lose a lot of weight. Like I've never been a hippie person, but I really have almost no hips in comparison to other females. Um, my T level, I don't check. Like I don't ask like in comparison to a cisgendered man, what are my levels at? That wasn't my first priority when I started T. It's not my first priority now. As my doctor said, I had asked what they check, and I said, "Oh, you check the T levels." My doctor had said, we don't focus so much on that. We focus on the fact that your body is running the way that it should be and that these hormones and the level that you're on is not harming you in any way. The T levels are kind of just like they're the background stuff because you want to make sure that your whole body is running perfectly or at least the way that it should be and that you are not overdosing on tea or anything like that. I had gone to my appointment almost 3 months ago now, and I asked about getting my T level raised because I started on 0.5 cc, which I believe almost everybody starts on, but I've noticed that a lot of people maintain the zero point 0.5 dosage. Um, my doctor had said that at this point in time, there is really no need because my changes have been coming pretty quickly and tea has taken my body very well. So again, I did not ask for what my levels are. Maybe next time. I'm not sure. I'm not overly concerned because at the end of the day, I can see, hear, and feel what's happening. So a number to me isn't going to help me pass anymore. You know what I mean? I was misgendered actually a week ago. And it sucked pretty bad because from what I've been told, I do not look very female at all, and that day I did not. So I don't know what it was. I know that it's a place that I used to go to, and I go to a lot. So this person may have remembered me from a while back. So at that note, I really don't want to get mad about being misgendered because this could be a person who's worked there for a long time, and she remembers who I am because I go for takeout or I go to sit and eat, and I've always liked it there, so I've gone quite frequently. So that could be something as well. Um, I want to talk briefly about overdosing on tea because nobody really talks about that from what I see. The general aspect is that when you go into the doctor, from what I've noticed, via myself and many other guys that I've talked to. You go in for your first appointment, um, you may have to go for a few more, and then you get your T date. And when guys go for their T date, it's super exciting, and most guys get point 0.5. If you get 0.25, that could just be because your doctor isn't as familiar with giving hormones, so they want to start off slow because they don't want to do anything to harm you. So don't feel discouraged if your dose is like 0.25 cc or zero point 0.5 cc. Zero point 0.5 is standard, and 0.25 is like if your doctor doesn't know. It's better to start low and then they might up you. Because what I've also noticed is guys also think that every time, so every 3 months that you go in for your appointment to check in on how things are going with your T, some guys think that their dose should be upped every time. And that's false. You don't want to be going to a doctor that ups your dose every time that you go see them. Like I said, most guys do stay at 0.5 cc. Some guys will go up, but you have to remember that your body was made to produce estrogen. And by introducing testosterone, you are confusing your body. So if you do start off on 0.25, don't be discouraged because at the end of the day, you're trying to get your body used to this hormone that is going to try to take over for estrogen in a certain way and mainly be the sole hormone in your body, right? You're still going to have estrogen unless you have a hysterectomy. But at the end of the day, you want your testosterone to be the main component in your body. So, yeah, okay, you might think like the more I do, the more changes, the more manly I'll become. But I want everybody to be aware of the fact that if you overdose on tea, you are shocking your body more so. And through that, a lot of guys end up being stunted or their changes will come even slower. So by overdosing on tea, you're actually introducing too much into your body. Therefore, your body is going to convert that testosterone back into estrogen. And you are going to overflow your body with more estrogen than what you wanted, and your changes are going to be slower. So please remember that your dosage and how many times it gets upped, don't compare it to everybody else's because at the end of the day, you don't want to be like everybody else. This is your transition. I'm happy with 0.5. If the next time I go in, I get upped, then I know it's because my doctor is comfortable with it and that it's the correct point in time to do it. So I hope that this video was very helpful to everyone, and I hope it gave you a little bit insight. I know that it's now 18 minutes long, which is a very long video, and some people don't like sitting through it. If you have made it through my entire video, thank you so much because I have just shoved 6 months of everything into 20 minutes. And from now on, I'll probably do a 9 months and then a 1 year video. I'm not going to do every month. I'll probably do every 3 months, maybe every 4 months after a year. But I will keep updating. Keep a lookout for next Monday for my surgery video. Before I go in, I am going to update you guys. So thank you again for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Please comment below if you have any questions. Feel free to ask. And have a good day, guys. Later.